Hi, my name's Prumihimo, and what I'd like to show you now is how to do a 4-chord braid on my Prumihimo disc. Now, I've filmed several videos showing you how to use the Prumihimo disc using 8 chords, 4 thick, 4 thin. But it's also very useful for making a 4-chord braid. Now, why would you want a 4-chord braid? Well, it makes a much finer cord, obviously. And you might want that if you've got a delicate pendant, perhaps like this one, this little pearl pendant here. And I've done a 4-chord braid here just in grey and white, just to give a delicate carrier for that pearl pendant. Again here, I've used all different colours with this dragonfly pendant. Other times you may want it is perhaps you can use them double here, as I have on my bracelet. And what I've done here is I've done the red, white and blue to go with the iconic mini charm. Now, of course, you can do very fine braids using the regular disc and using 8 fine chords, but it will take quite a long time to work up. So this is why this is such a handy technique and can be used in all sorts of different ways. So this is your setup for the 4-chord braid. You are only going to use the slots at number 1 and number 2. The sequence of braiding moves is exactly what you're used to. So all you need to do is at number 1, top to bottom, bottom to top, bottom across. Then turn to number 2, top to bottom, bottom to top, bottom across. Then back to number 1, because there are no chords in the other slots. And so forth. Now there are a couple of pointers I need to make. When you've only got 4 chords, you will find that the braid is less firmly anchored on the disc. So you may find that that point of braiding migrates around. Pull it back into position when that happens and just keep an eye on it. Don't forget, your disc needs to be flat, your chords need to be as tight as possible, and that point of braiding needs to be in the middle of the hole and level with the surface of the disc. The other point I'd like to make is that this braid does benefit, I believe, from using a weight, because the tension is very important on this braid. Again, because you've got fewer chords doing the job. I'm not using a weight here because I've got the table underneath. I'm actually just pulling with my fingers. And that still is a possibility, but I do recommend using a weight when you first try this. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you'll find that useful. Before I go, I want to show you another use for a fine cord like this. Now, sometimes you may have a very special ring that you want to wear but not on your finger. Maybe you've put on a bit of weight, maybe it's a special ring from your mother and you've got your own special rings on your fingers. There are lots of reasons why you may want to keep something close to you but not on your finger. And that's when you can use nice fine braid like this. So what you need to do is attach the ring using a lark's head knot. And the way you do that is you just fold the braid in half, pop the loop through the ring, and then bring the tails through the loop, and then just tighten it up. So that's not a permanent fixture. Your ring is perfectly safe and can be removed at a moment's notice, but it's a really nice, comfortable way to wear a ring around your neck. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'd like to see some other ones. And the best way of doing that is to subscribe to this channel, because my aim is to show you loads and loads of interesting things, not just for the Prumihimo disc. I've got things lined up for the square plate, for the regular disc, and all sorts of hints and tips. And on the subject of hints and tips, if you have any little leftover bits of cord, don't throw them away. Put them to one side, because I've got a few little ideas coming up of how you can use even a tiny little bit like that. So thank you again for watching. If you'd like to know more about me, my disc, my book, or my techniques, you can also look at my website where there's a wealth of free information. So until next time, goodbye.